All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Come back!
To throw on second is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Reset!
On first down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now a first down throw, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Watson now to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, 32 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Richmond.
Watson on third down. Underneath for Miller. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Richmond.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
From the end zone, Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. For the Houston Texans, CD, as they come back onto the field here, you mentioned earlier that they've got to get back on track and quick. Well, you look at their next 3 games, at Indy, then home for Dallas and Buffalo. So what do you think, 3 winnable games?
I think that they are, but they better break them down and take them one at a time. But we have the luxury of looking at all 3. Indianapolis did go to Washington and beat them, and Washington's 2-1 in their division now. Dallas, you always have to tackle Ezekiel Elliott, and that's not easily done. And Buffalo, just when you think their season is gone, they blow away Minnesota this past week, so nothing's going to be easy. But if they expect to get back into their race, I think these 3 wins are a must.
And for Houston, 9 straight losses now dating back to last year. That's the longest current losing streak in the league. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he's got room. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Richmond.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans. Football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Watson looks to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks, 60 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, D, let's go. Reset.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Dumps it off for Irvin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Reset. Come back. Tiger. Come back.
Watson just beating the play clock. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Richmond.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Watson now to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mark Barron coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, here's Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. the gun. Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Richmond. Tiger.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss.
And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. The final shot before break here. Goff looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And this will be a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 73 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. On 4th down, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get it to Woods. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Tiger.
Here's Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Come back.
Watson from the gun. He'll throw. Caught left side Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's got Fuller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run out to count.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Rams have got it back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Merlin. Now you won.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
76.
On first down, it's gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Back now in Houston. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
DC.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Black Madden NFL.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
2 jet, 2 jet. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
On 1st down, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing now, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And now out comes Houston. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Watson Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that'll bring up second down. From the 50, it's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson on first down. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll run with Foreman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Texans are going to win the football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win.